Hi, this is an update on my story about me being alone in the Netherlands, and I wanted to tell you how it went with my procedure applying for a residence permit and going to the judge. And yes, it was March and now it is already August. In March, I didn't get the residence permit. The judge didn't give me the permit because, yes, there were a lot of reasons that she thought of that would be better for me to leave this country. I'm still in the Netherlands right now, yes, and so I didn't get the permit, but now the procedure is still in progress because my lawyer took the next step, the final step, and went to the higher court. I don't know how you call it, but there is like a court in Europe, and that court will finally let me know if I can stay in the Netherlands or get a residence permit. But it is not easy. It is a very, very hard process. It's difficult to get a residence permit for some people, not every people, because people in my same situation, the same situation as me, get a residence permit when they go online, have a lot of friends, and come on TV with the problem that they don't have a residence permit. So if they get media attention for the problem they have related to not having a residence permit, they suddenly get a residence permit from the Netherlands government, because suddenly the government thinks, okay, you went public with your problem, so I'm giving you now a residence permit. It's really random the way they give people residence permits in this country. So it doesn't have to be hard. It's just a thing. It's just when a judge feels like it, she will give you a residence permit or he will give you a residence permit. When the state, the government feels like it, they will give you one. There are not like there is not a list of requirements you need to have in order to get a residence permit. So this is like a very, I think it is a very nasty situation. Okay, that left aside, that is the first thing I wanted to let you guys know, the persons who were following my story. I wanted to tell you that it was very hard for me to come online and talk about this, that I didn't get the residence permit, because it affects me very, very bad, and it wasn't my goal to make this last video. I wanted to tell you also that I'm going to shut this channel down, or just remove the videos, put them on private, because it wasn't my goal to be continuing this, but I felt a little pressure to put this last video post, because I saw that I had some followers and one follower left, and I thought maybe it's the reason because I didn't continue and make an update on my story. Okay, but the first thing is that I didn't get the residence permit. The second thing is that I'm still living in the house where the struggles with other housemates occurred and still is going on. But what happened is, I also find it very hard to talk about it, But what happened is that the police in the Netherlands put me in jail. I still cannot cope with what happened, but that is what they did. They put me, a 33-year-old, never committed a crime or whatsoever. They put me in jail like I'm a kind of piece of shit. They put me in jail because what is happening, and what I already mentioned in my previous videos, is that when I came to live in this house, this rental house with other housemates in it who also ran this house, from the beginning they had a problem with me coming into this house. So I didn't have to do nothing wrong. They just didn't wanted me here. And I took that bullshit from them like a year or so. But now when I'm working at home since the corona crisis, and the shit is making me it's making me sick. And now I'm being how do you say it, I'm fighting back, because I don't want to get depressed. I don't want to be sitting on in my room thinking about the shit that happens, and then it will result in me committing suicide or something. So in order to make myself healthy and stay healthy, I fight back. Okay, but what happened is, for the 100 millionth time, I had uh it was something like stuff they took from me. It happened like 100 times, and I told them to put it back. They didn't put it back. I took one thing from them also, and the next thing they want to fight with me. They pushing me, they talking hard to me, they like belittle me like some kind of child, and I don't take that, because I'm not a child. And you don't need to scream at me, you don't need to punch beside my face against the wall and come in my space and push me back. And yeah, they were like four people, four women, grown women, holding me upstairs here, holding me tight, squeezing me. They were just like hindering me. They don't want me to leave. They were holding me here, and they were pushing me. And what happened when the police came? When I finally managed to get downstairs and ran outside, I asked a neighbor to call the police. He called the police. When the police came, the housemates, they all were lying and talking like shit. I started things. I never start a fight. I'm a person who is very I'm by myself, introvert. I never start this shit. But they were lying. They were talking a bunch of shit. So the police took me. They took me with them, in spite of the fact that I have been complaining about this shit. They like, yes, bullying me, putting stuff in my way when I need to be somewhere. They come every time putting stuff in my way, excuse me, and I can't just take something or open a door to for some fresh air, come and close it. Like, very disturbed and sick fucking people in this house. So I just want to say that the police, what they did to me, it was very wrong. This experience, it can never be taken back. You can never reverse it. I need to live with it for the rest of my life. When I was there in the jail, I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was asking the someone was in the cell. You can press on a button, and then you can talk to someone. And I wasn't myself, because I couldn't wrap my head around what was happening, because there isn't any logic in the way the police acted by putting me in the cell. I mean, I was defending myself for the 100 and somewhat time. I called the police like more than 100 times about this same thing, that I had to defend myself. People are bullying me, and when I am defending myself, they are becoming more severe in the way they do it. And when I call the police, like, they do nothing about it. They know that I am like the person. I don't feel like a victim, but in this case, in theory, they would say that I am the victim. But because I have a fighting mentality, I don't want to take the fact that I don't want to see myself as a victim. But yes, I told the police these things from the beginning. They told me like 100 times, like there would come one of them, a cop. It's like a neighbor cop they have in the Netherlands, a cop who visits some areas in neighbors when there is like something not right. Or but this cop, he never came, never, never, never. And it is so bad and severe that this cop is saying things now that aren't true about me. Things like that uh I am the main person starting all these escalations and these things in this house. So there is so much going on. Lying, the housemates are lying, the cops are lying to save their back, because they know that they are in fault here. They know that um, they are not they didn't handle this case right. So now when I call the cops, they like tell me, yes, I have a lawyer now. I had two lawyers, but now I have one lawyer. They tell me, let your lawyer call us. They make like they say some things which clearly tell and show they don't take me seriously. They take me like some piece of shit or something. So I don't know how you say it in English, but you can go to the police and tell them you can file an official complaint that someone maybe hit you, or maybe stole something from you. I don't know how you say it, but I had to ask like almost 1,000,000 times to ask the police to give me the opportunity to also go to their desk to file this complaint against these housemates, what they did to me. And they didn't take me serious when I asked them. My lawyer had to call them to make that appointment. So the police don't want me to make the appointment. They say my lawyer had to do this. So what if I didn't have a lawyer? They wouldn't accept me asking them or making appointment to file this complaint against these housemates. So it's very, very, very disturbing what is going here in the Netherlands. And also what happened that day when the police came and took me away to put me in jail. They took me to jail, and they took the other person who started pushing me because she had some blood on her nose, and she said she had scratches at me, that I did scratches to her on her skin. But I also had like my finger was bleeding. It was like bleeding because one of the housemates, they were holding me with four grown women. No, three were holding me. I was holding the one who pushed me first because I wanted to go downstairs, but she was holding me back, not permitting me to go downstairs. And the other ones came and helped her to hold me upstairs. I wanted to go downstairs out of the house because I wanted to get safety, you know. But when I wanted to do that, yes, they were holding me. One was holding me like off the ground. She lifted me up with her arms around my arms, so I couldn't do nothing. But my other arm was still attached to the one with the bleeding nose, who also called the police. And that one, yes, one with the bleeding nose, one was holding my head, and she was how do you say it? She was like doing this very hard, and the other one, yes, she was squeezing my arm, and that's why my finger was bleeding, and I had like pains. I still have pains in this arm, pains in my body, but they didn't really do something about it. They took the other one who had a bleeding nose, which I was holding with my hand because she didn't want me to go downstairs. They took her like a princess in a police car to the police station to file a complaint against me, you know. And me, they took to the jail. Like there is no kind of logic in the way they behave, the police, that day. I mean, when 2 or 4 people are fighting, and you hear clearly that someone was protecting herself against those people, or is the even if there's no defensing going on, even when only 4 people are fighting, and you see that 2 have minor injuries, you just don't go and take one like a princess to the police station to file a complaint against the other one who also has a minor bruising, or a minor, how do you say it, who has also bleeding for a little. You just don't take one person. You take all persons, or you take none of them. But I want to point out that in this case it is very much injustice. I think it's also a sort of racism, because it's like law here in the Netherlands that in police, the police looks at your ethnicity if they will assess whether you are the criminal or something. So it's also one reason that they took me with them. But I think a main reason is that I in the past also filed complaints against police officers there working with them. In particular, that police officer, the cop who should have been in the area, and who they promised me to send here, when I went to them to complain. They promised me like 100 times, yeah, that cop would come and visit this house and talk to us or something, but he never came. I filed a complaint against him because he was lying that I started, in most cases, almost all of the cases, I was starting the escalations in this house, but he never came. He just listened to housemates, to their lies, and um, based on that, he made those assumptions. And now everywhere, the police station, I think the head of police also, they think that I am the aggressor, that I am the criminal here, that I am the one who is fighting all the time here, because he did those assumptions and told everyone that. And now I am just like, yes, I am very, very, very much damaged about that. They are lying and lying and lying, and it makes that everyone is thinking bad about me. So now I have a lawyer on this procedure. I don't have much time anymore. I wanted to tell you that I am doing my best to find a job. I have like a little projects that I'm working on now. I can say that I have made a little more money. I have made like, I can say it now because I'm gonna delete this channel. I have made like in the past now a minimum of 4,000 euros. I can I have put like on my spare account, bank account, and I think I can make a little more money. And if I have that, I am so glad that I'm working hard, But if I have a little more, I can maybe buy like a piece of land in Suriname and start building a little house, because that is the cheapest way to find a home, a stay. In Suriname you can like get a house and a land for yourself, like for an amount of like 40,000 euros. So you have a little house, you have your land for yourself, and you need to pay like 20,000, I think 15,000 euros, like in this to start. So now I have like only 4,000 euros, but I need to save like more than 15,000 minus 4,000 euros, like 9,000 euros I need to save in order to be able to buy that house. But I'm working hard. I am looking for much work online, and I'm thinking that it's gonna turn out for the better, that I will find a better job, because now I found out online that there are also I didn't knew that also, but that there are like translation and transcribing jobs, and they are fully remote that you can do. And I'm not going to make an ad about it, I'm not going to promote it, but I'm telling you, if you are in the same situation as me, go online, don't settle for less, don't do all your life and all your time don't put it into the sex chatting, but go look for other ways to get money, because there are many other ways. um, Translating is an option, transcribing is an option. If you cannot transcribe and type quickly, just begin slowly with all your fingers, and just take the time to learn it, and you will see you can type quickly. I can do 60 messages in an hour, sometimes 80 or 100. I can transcribe like more than 500 words in an hour. So I wasn't also able to do that in 2014, sorry, excuse me. But as I put myself I told myself, try and try and try, keep on doing it, and if you do your best, you will succeed finally. It will take much effort. Maybe you will get some problems, but just be resilient and take care. Okay, bye.